Hey, it's backwards.
What happened?
Oh.
Okay, guys, thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot, Jermaine. Yeah, so as we know, we had a wonderful mastermind 2 months ago. Now, there's so many things I want to cover today. So come to these events, and I applaud you guys for coming here because some of you are going to get big breakthroughs. A lot of people do not come to events, and those people that don't come to events usually don't get any results. So I applaud you guys to do it because, as Jermaine mentioned, Mac and Mike came to my event. They learned some things, and now they're killing it in their e-commerce store. Jermaine had an event in Orlando a few months ago. Farzan had a huge, he learned something from Nate, and he was making $5,000 a day afterwards. But the important thing is they applied what they learned. So you got to apply what you learned today. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. As Nate said, these notes are your uncashed checks. So you got to apply what you learned this week. So after this weekend, when you go home, even tonight, tomorrow night, apply what you learned because it's very important. And as we were saying, mindset is incredibly crucial. So you're going to learn a lot of great things about e-commerce, pixels, building funnels, and those are all great. But if you don't have the belief in yourself, you don't know your worth, any money you make, you can blow it. And another example we could talk about are lottery winners. You've heard the story. Many of them, 5 years later, they won $5 or $10 million and they're broke. Why? Because they didn't develop themselves. They don't have mindset. They feel guilty about having money, so they find ways to blow. And they blow money on all these cars, and they don't do anything. They don't invest in it. They don't buy businesses, so they lose it. So you gotta learn how to develop yourself because that's the most important thing. Nate mentioned Donald Trump. He went broke 25 years ago, and then he became a multi-billionaire. Why? Because he had that billion-dollar mindset. He says, I will find a way to get that money back. When you develop yourself, you develop that mindset, you work on yourself, even if you go broke, you can become rich again because you know how to develop it. You can find a way to get people to invest. You will find a way to do it. That's why Jim Rohn said, work hard on yourself, then you work on your job. Because if you work hard on your job, you can make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. So if you work on yourself, no matter what, you will find a way to make money. You will be successful. Kato was giving us some examples before. You keep developing yourself, so you're making money on Facebook. Facebook shuts you down. But if you've learned to master other social media, whether it's Instagram or Craigslist, you can make money on those other social media. You don't know when something can happen. You're making $1,000 a day, $10,000 a day, you get shut down. But if you develop yourself, you go into something else, you can make money in that other venue. So you just got to keep developing yourself. It's a lifelong learning process. You always got to keep becoming better. You have to become more valuable. That's what it all comes down to. Keep developing yourself. And the thing is, a lot of people don't. They just want the quick fix. They want to find something just to push a button, and they want $10,000 to come out of nowhere. It doesn't work that way. And if you make $10,000, you're going to find a way to lose it because you gotta develop yourself so it can keep constantly coming to you. So it's very important. You need to keep developing yourself and keep working on yourself. And so that's why I want to recommend how you start your morning. I think is incredibly important because your subconscious mind. You have to start with positive stuff, both in the morning and before you go to sleep, because your subconscious mind is working 24 hours a day. So how do you start off your morning? You start listening to the radio, to the news on the radio, to the news on TV. What is there? Negative stuff. Someone got murdered. This person's house burned down. It's never, fireman saves woman from building. It's something always negative. And if you start off your day like that, it's just going to mess up your day. Instead, maybe you should start praying, read the Bible, meditate, visualize, read. Jack Canfield talks about what's called the hour of power. Spend 20 minutes meditating, because meditation is extremely important because we have so much clutter in our minds. We have to clean it out consistently on a daily basis. When you have so much in your mind, it can just slowly mess you up. So you meditate, you focus on something for 20 minutes, it'll clear up your mind. You'll have a much more productive day. Visualization. What kind of life do you want? Visualize the things you want to have in your life. Do that for 20 minutes a day, and then do 20 minutes of reading, because reading is also very important. There's a saying that the person who doesn't read is no better off than the person who can't read. So you need to keep reading, keep learning, keep educating yourself. It's extremely important. It's a lifelong journey. We talked about goals before. Write down your goals. They've done studies that people write down their goals are 1,100% more likely to accomplish those goals than those who never write them down and look at them. So write down your goals and keep reviewing them on a daily basis. It's extremely important. So hopefully most of you people are doing that, and if not, I encourage you this week and start working on those goals. Start writing them down, look at them on a consistent basis, because we are what's called teleological people. When we accomplish goals, it makes us feel fulfilled, and then we have to start striving for new goals. So when you accomplish these little goals, start working on new goals, because it's going to make you a more successful person. It's going to make you feel more fulfilled. It's not just about making money. It's the person who you become in the process. Because you want to make a goal, whether it's $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $1 million a year. But when you shoot for that goal and you achieve it, look at who you become in that process, because look at the change that you became, the change that happened to you, who you become in that process. Am I helping people more? Am I becoming a more loving person? Am I the type of people who can change someone's life, give people a lot of value? If you can do that, you're successful. If you help one person change their lives, you're a successful person. We tend to only look at success like, did I make $1 million this year? Now that's great. Nate's done it a couple of years in a row, but there's more to it than that. You gotta know your value. Can you help people out? And when you realize that you can help a lot of people, then you can charge them $1,000 or $5,000. Know your worth. You gotta learn to believe in yourself. And that's why it's important to surround yourself with people. That's why I come to these events. I've been coming for a couple of years now. I surround myself. I feed off the energy of the people that come here. I love hanging out with Jermaine. I love hanging out with Nate. I love hanging out with Kato, with all you guys, because I feed off the energy. Why? Because the people around us, they're very negative. It's a very negative world out there. So coming to these events, being with like-minded people is extremely important, because where else are you going to get that? You're not going to find it in your regular 9-to-5 job. I worked in the corporate world for many years, and frankly, I can tell you, it was very, very negative. People were complaining all the time. It did not encourage me to grow, to become a better person, to give more value. It's really when I left the corporate world that I started changing who I was. I started focusing more on giving value to people, serving people, and I realized I wanted to help people more. I started becoming happy because I was fulfilling myself. Why? Because I was helping people out. And ask yourself, what is your purpose? What are you looking to do? Because very often we wind up doing things we hate. Because I gotta be honest with you, after a number of years, I realized I really wasn't meant to be in the finance world. So I'm glad I became an entrepreneur, because I found my purpose. I can help people out. Now, the things you're doing is, maybe one of the reasons you're not succeeding is because you're not happy doing what you're doing. Maybe you joined the company just solely for the fact you want to make money, but you hate what it stands for. And that's why you probably quit after a few weeks. So, Nate talks about something, find your purpose. You find your purpose, you're going to love doing it. Then you're going to find your passion, and then for the passion, you're going to find the profit. The profit comes last. Too often people look for the profit first, but look for your purpose, then the passion, then the profit will follow. If you look at that, you're going to see a lot of great change in your life. So I encourage you, believe in yourself, work on your mindset, realize you're capable of much greater things, but you have to change the things you do daily. So how you start your morning and how you end the day is very important. Listen to positive stuff in the morning, do the meditation, the visualization, reading. In the evenings, listen to something positive, read something positive, because it's going to filter into your subconscious, because your subconscious controls 90% of the things that you do. Most people think we act consciously. Nothing could be further from the truth. You could think of it as the iceberg. The tip of the iceberg is like our conscious mind, but the bottom of the iceberg, which is like 85 to 90%, which most of us can't see, that is your subconscious mind. That controls most of what you do, and it comes from what we've been conditioned to, whether it came from our parents, our schools, our peers, and many of us may have a bad mindset, a negative mindset, and many of us are not even aware of it, and we often wind up sabotaging what we do, because there's something in us saying, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve this success, I don't deserve money. So that's why, at the beginning of this event, we're talking so much about mindset and changing your focus, changing your beliefs in yourself, because you got to keep working on it every single day. Because as Jermaine mentioned, no matter how much you learn this weekend, you can learn all the technical stuff, you can learn all about the e-commerce, the pixel, scaling up the ads, how to create the funnels. But if you don't believe in yourself and your worth, if you don't believe you deserve money, you're going to find a way to blow it. Even if you make $20,000 more, you're going to find a way to blow it if you don't believe that you deserve that money, that you're a person of value, and that money is good for you, that you can do good things with. So I encourage you, keep working on the mindset, because you keep doing that, you're going to see your life is going to change. All right, thank you.
Oh, Victor. Thank you, man. This guy right here, I just want to share with with you guys is really, really consistent. Like I said, we speak every week, and the difference that I saw, like from before, I mean, you were making money before, right? But the difference in change that I saw, not just monetarily, but like mindset-wise, meaning that his consistency, he's very consistent in everything he does. So everything that he's teaching you guys about, he does. He leads by example. What was your biggest day on Shopify this week? And I'll tell you why I'm sharing this.
It was around 5K.
Oh, 5K?
Not as good as Mike and Marty, but
I know, I'm just kidding, bro. 5K a day, who would take that on Shopify? Any day, right? So, give it up for that. Here's why I bring that up, guys, is because his mindset is in alignment with his income. And it's just gonna grow. Yeah. I mean, you got we'll call Amazon a side business, right?
Yeah.
You're up to what, a month, almost 10K?
I don't know, 8 to 10K, something like that. Well, it should be going up. Christmas is coming up.
We call that a side business, right?
Yeah.
Say it again. Yeah.
It's significant.
Yeah.
But the other thing what I want to say is also invest in yourself. We're talking about people don't want to invest in themselves. The breakthrough's going to come when you invest in it. The reason is, if you don't want to invest, you're just looking for something that's free, you're not going to take it seriously. Think of it like public schools. Sometimes people don't take public schools seriously because it's free. But when they go to college and they have to spend 10, 20, 30, 40,000, they're like, man, I'm spending 30,000 for college. I'm going to study really hard. And when you go all in on a business, you spend 5 or 10,000 for a course or something, you're like, man, I spent 5,000. I need to do something about this. If you spend $25 a month on a business, you're like, I can quit.
Exactly. Anybody ever do that? Like invest like $100 and then just be like, oh well, I'll just push that to the side, honestly. But invested $5 grand, and so I always say when people pay attention, right? So anybody ever spend $5 grand and was like watching all the videos up 20 hours a day? I did it. I'm like, $5 grand, I got to get that back. You know what I mean? So, dude, so much power in what you said. The wisdom, bro. Much love, and give it up for Victor. All right, so let's just do this real quick.